Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am both pleased and proud to announce that I have reached the astronomical goal of 10 whole subscribers. You could say we now have 10 seasonal passengers aboard the night train. Honestly though, I am very happy and very grateful that you viewers are enjoying my content and choosing to stick around. Each and every one of you means a lot. In celebration, this is my 10 sub special. While I normally do narration content on this channel, I've decided to do something special today. I have gathered over 30 memes from a bygone era, the early 2000s. This set includes images, songs, videos, etc., even a person. The dates of relevance for my selection range from about 2000 to 2010. Some of the memes gained traction after 2010, but they were all conceived beforehand. I have taken this list of memes and whittled it down to 10 by assigning each a letter rank. The ranking criteria included age, popularity, longevity, and personal preference. To make this as legit as possible, I obtained relevant information from the one and only Know Your Meme website. 33 of the 34 memes I went through had profiles on that site, so check it out yourself if you want a meme history lesson of your choosing. Of the 10, 5 are some of the highest rated memes I have, and 5 are a mix of low and medium rated. In this video, I will be creating a tier list using this custom picked batch of vintage memes. I will be using tiermaker.com. With all of that explained, let's get right into it. Alright everyone, so as you can see, I have a nice little tier list here, courtesy of tiermaker.com. I have the relevant memes in alphabetical order from left to right, represented by some fitting pictures. They should be in perfect alphabetical order, forgive me if they're not. But anyway, the first meme in the list, all the way to the left, over here, I'm hoping you see that, is actually a set of memes more than just one meme. They are known as advice animals. According to Know Your Meme, and I quote, advice animals, sometimes referred to as advice dog spin-offs, are a type of image macro series featuring animals of some kind, including humans, that are accompanied by captioned text to represent a character trait or archetype that fits the role of a stock character. While many advice animals use a color wheel background, some use unedited versions of the original photo. End quote. Advice animal memes started showing up on the internet in about 2006 and reached peak search relevancy in 2012. I decided to include them on this list because most of them were made before 2010. And as such, many were searched widely before 2010, such as Courage Wolf. Advice animals had their search golden age from about 2011 to 2014. Not a bad bit of longevity at all, it's about 3 years. I personally was never the biggest fan of these, as at the time they first started showing up, I was in 4th or 5th grade. And by the time they were most searched, I was in high school and didn't really care much for captioned memes that involved lame puns and jokes. I really only liked lol random rage comics and troll face junk. That's kind of the extent of reading memes that I was a fan of. Advice animals made up a solid group of memes though, and were some of the first on the internet, so I will be putting them in B tier. Right there. Next up, we have, some of you may recognize this little baby right here. It's a video known as Charlie Bit My Finger, but the meme is largely known as Charlie Bit Me. It's a massively viral video that has stood the test of time. According to Know Your Meme, and I quote, Charlie Bit Me, also known as Charlie Bit My Finger, is a homemade movie of a playful interaction between two British brothers that ends with an adorable quote by the 3-year-old Harry, who goes on to say, Charlie bit me, and that really hurt, after getting his finger bitten by his 1-year-old toddler brother on camera. Upon entering online circulation in May of 2007, the video quickly went viral and spawned a large collection of remix and parody videos on YouTube. End quote. The original Charlie Bit Me video amassed over 880 million views on YouTube before being recently taken down after being sold as an NFT. Yeah, I know. Wonderful capitalism at work. But anyway, the video was one of the most popular ever on YouTube for a long time. Similarly to advice animals though, I personally was never the biggest fan of this video. I was young at the time when it came out in 2007 and didn't really get the humor very much. It just wasn't my style. Maybe it was because I'm an only child and never understood the dynamic of siblings. Who knows? Even though I was never the biggest fan though, out of respect for the gargantuan amount of views this meme video has amassed over the last 13 years, I will be putting it in A tier. Next up, we have another kind of set of memes as opposed to just one meme, similar to advice animals. You might even consider these a form of advice animals. I Can Has Cheeseburger. According to Know Your Meme, quote, Cheeseburger is a Seattle-based company founded in 2007 and is home to sites like I Can Has Cheeseburger, Failblog, Know Your Meme, and Memebase. They are one of the largest social humor sites on the internet, where millions of people come every day to view, create, or remix themes and share their favorite funny pictures. End quote. So yeah, this meme was created by a company to sell themselves, I guess. The most popular form of this meme is a picture of a cat with the caption, I Can Has Cheeseburger, like in the little photo you see, with the little gray cat. It first arose in 2007 and reached peak search popularity in 2008. Supposedly, the website of the company has reached over 190 million page views as of now. The search relevancy of this meme is from about 2007 to 2011. This is yet another group of memes I was never crazy over. I do like cats a lot, but I never found crummy grammar and random sentences captioned over a picture of a cat to be very entertaining, to be honest. My physics teacher in senior year of high school actually had a cabinet absolutely covered completely and taped on I Can Have Cheeseburger style cat memes. So I do remember that at least, and it was pretty cool, I guess. Out of respect for the popularity and branding of it all, I will bestow it a B tier, similar to the rest of Advice Animals. Okay, moving on, we have a true king of memes and our first person on this list, and actually our only real person on this list, Chuck Norris. According to Know Your Meme, quote, Chuck Norris, born Carlos Ray, Chuck Norris, Chuck being a nickname, on March 10th, 1940, is a martial artist, actor, and culture star. Chuck Norris is mostly known for his roles in the TV series Walker, Texas Ranger, as well as The Way of the Dragon, where he played alongside Bruce Lee. Chuck Norris has come to represent the epitome of manliness and awesomeness in culture, mostly due to his roles as a fighter in movies and TV shows. End quote. This reputation of being the epitome of manliness, as Know Your Meme puts it, is why Norris became a meme. Back in the day, it wasn't uncommon for people to be making Chuck Norris jokes left and right. I remember seeing them on internet forums, internet games, and even at school. People would be saying things like, Death once had a near Chuck Norris experience, just like, cheesy stuff like that. They would be talking about Chuck Norris and his roundhouse kicks all the time, all that good stuff. Chuck Norris himself may have been born in the 40s, but the search relevancy for him as a meme peaked in 2006. From there, he was widely searched along with jokes related to him, from about 2006 to 2012. That gives the meme a golden age of about 6 years. This is exceptional compared to many others. Overall, the jokes were always I gotta say, they were extremely clever. The meme itself lasted for a long time, and everybody thought Norris was a complete boss. And you know what? He was and still is. This meme is also an S tier. Chuck Norris is an S tier, and the meme's an S tier. S tier person, S tier meme. Alrighty, we got, if you look down there on the left, another familiar face, a feline face. We have Keyboard Cat. Sweet nostalgia. So, according to Know Your Meme, quote, Keyboard Cat is the nickname given to an orange tabby cat named Fatso, filmed in the mid-1980s by his owner, Charlie Schmidt. It has been used as an indicator of failure on forums and communities. Later, after the internet went viral, Schmidt adopted another cat named Bento, who would assume the mantle of Keyboard Cat in media appearances. Kind of weird to say after the internet went viral. Anyway, I want to note the original cat passed away many moons ago in 1987. Rest well, little kitty. Even though you've been resting for a very long time now already. Anyway, though the original video was recorded on VHS back in 1984, the year of George Orwell's nightmares, the meme really blew up in 2009. This is when the video hit peak search relevancy on Google. It was widely searched for about 2 years from 2009 to 2010, and the original YouTube upload has about 62 million views as of now. This meme is definitely more niche than I used to think, but most seasoned internet surfers definitely know of it, so I'm going to be putting it in A tier, along with Charlie Bit My Finger. Not to spoil too much, but next up we have one of my personal favorites, the Rickroll. According to Know Your Meme, quote, Rickrolling is a bait-and-switch prank that involves posting a hyperlink that is supposedly relevant to the topic at hand in an online discussion, but redirects the viewer to a music video of Never Gonna Give You Up a 1987 dance pop single by English singer-songwriter Rick Astley. Since May 2007, numerous versions of the music video on YouTube have garnered hundreds of millions of views, largely driven by the widespread practice of Rick rolling and subsequent resurgence in popularity of the song over the following decade." End quote. So in this description, it says that Rick rolling is used to redirect users in online discussions via links. However, many times over the years, it has also been used in misleading YouTube videos themselves, as many of you may know. The birth of this meme was sometime in 2006 and reached peak search relevance on Google in 2008. While this was its most popular year of searching, it has wicked longevity, still being searched up and used to this day. This puts the search relevancy ranging from about 2007 to now, which is just insane. I am a huge fan of this meme, and I always was. Not only do I love the song itself, but I and many people I know used to fall for it back in the day all the time when we were kids. With all this being said, this is for sure an S tier meme. Okay, we're over halfway through now. Next up, we have a one that scarred me quite a bit when I was younger. Salad Fingers. It's a video series on YouTube. Quite a long-standing one. I think it actually had like a more recent resurgence. I will come right out and say that I never liked this as a video or a meme. According to Know Your Meme, quote, "Salad Fingers is a popular Flash cartoon series about a green, mentally ill humanoid creature with thin, long fingers named Salad Fingers, created by David Firth. On the show, Salad Fingers travels a barren world, touching various objects and deriving sexual pleasure from them. The series contains elements of surreal, nightmarish horror and absurd comedy." End quote. This cursed video series began in 2004 and reached peak search popularity in 2005. The entire original series on YouTube has amassed over 100 million views, and its range of search relevancy on Google is from 2005 to 2006. As I said before, I didn't like Salad Fingers when I was a lad, and I don't like it now. I used to be very skittish, and I was easily disturbed. I hated horror, and I was once goaded into watching Salad Fingers, and it gave me trouble sleeping actually for quite some time. As I've gotten older, I have grown to like horror, but I can just never forgive this series. I still don't like it. There's just something about it that just puts me off. While it might have a decent enough popularity in terms of metrics, I'm putting it in C tier. I'm sorry, Salad Fingers, but you just don't do it for me. Okay, some of you might not know what the heck this picture is next. This is Scary Maze Game. Another one I was never a fan of. You might see a trend here in terms of horror. Back in the day, I was not a horror fan, which is kind of ironic now. But anyway. According to Know Your Meme, quote, "The Scary Maze Game is a popular scare prank and shock site typically presented to the viewer as a flash-based puzzle game requiring a high level of concentration, shortly before disturbing the unsuspecting player with a close-up image of a ghastly-looking woman and audio clip of an extremely loud scream. One of the oldest well-known bait-and-switch scare pranks to date, the Scary Maze Game has inspired dozens of scary prank reaction videos on YouTube and elsewhere online." End quote. So for anybody who doesn't know, the face that pops up in this is actually the girl from The Exorcist movie, which is widely known to be one of the scariest movies of all time, apparently. Never watched it, probably never will. I don't like scary movies very much. Anyway, Scary Maze Game first showed up in 2003, making it the oldest meme on this list so far. It was most heavily searched in 2009 and had its highest relevancy from 2008 to 2012. Pretty decent metrics, I'll admit it. Unfortunately, as a kid, and still now, I despise jump scares. I think they are cheap, lazy horror. I was given a mini heart attack one too many times as a kid by them. Though I never played the maze game myself, I did watch a video on it many years ago, and as recommended by a friend. And I did have my pants scared off. Metaphorically, of course. So, the moral is, screw this meme, screw jump scares, it gets a D. Next on our list, we have the iconic troll face. Interestingly, trollface seems to be making a resurgence as of late, as many of you may know. According to Know Your Meme, quote, "Trollface is a rage comic character wearing a mischievous smile that is meant to represent the facial expression of an internet troll. The image is most commonly used to portray a character as a troll in rage comics, or alternatively, to identify oneself or another participant as such in online discussions." End quote. I feel like the use of the troll face has changed a little bit in modern day, but that was just the original purpose of it. Trollface first blessed the world with his beautiful mug in 2008 and reached peak popularity by 2012. So yes, it gained traction after the first decade of the 2000s, but similar to Advice Animals, he was around for at least 2 years before the decade ended. The golden ages of search lasted from about 2011 to 2017, and now currently from 2020 to current time. Interestingly, this meme is making a resurgence, which you don't see very often, which is definitely good for it longevity-wise. I personally always enjoyed Trollface and thought the comics it often used to show up in were hilarious. This is rare for me, as I said, I wasn't the biggest fan of reading memes back in the day. I have many foggy memories of reading lousy lol random kid humor comics with my buddy back in grade school, with loads of troll faces always popping up everywhere in them. This meme is an S tier for sure. Okay, and we're coming up on our final meme, and one of my personal favorites. This is one of the more niche memes out there, but I would argue one of the most influential ones. According to Know Your Meme, quote, YouTube poop refers to randomly edited YouTube videos that feature the initialism YTP in the title. These videos are made of various editing techniques, including appropriated footage and collage, to create purposefully annoying videos that delight those who make them and irritate those tricked into watching. End quote. This is kind of a weird description that doesn't really do YouTube poop justice. The way I've always looked at it is you take like a TV show or something and you edit it and make it hilarious and then you put it out on YouTube. The concept of YouTube poops showed up in 2006, and similar to Rickroll, these gems have been popping up on YouTube ever since then. There's no real easy way to get metrics for YTP, since there have been dozens of extremely popular poops that have garnered millions of views over the years. Popular YTPs normally were based on shows such as SpongeBob, and one of the most popular YouTube poop makers out there was Emperor Lemon for a good time. I absolutely love YTP. My friend, who I still interact with today, and I met and bonded in 6th grade over YTP. We used to love the old Morshu ones and like the king from this Legend of Zelda CDI game. Rope bombs? Dinner. Like all that kind of crap. I'm sure some of you know of it because Morshu has recently made a resurgence, which kind of ties into why I think YouTube poops are so influential to modern day memes. But I'm digressing. Anyway, I spent years watching all different kinds of YouTube poop made by all different kinds of YouTubers. I personally believe the editing style of YTP has inspired many modern day memes that Zoomers love. Pretty much any instance of taking a clip from any show or anything and dubbing over it, adding effects, or so forth, is in the spirit of YTP. As much as I love all things YouTube poop though, since this is kind of a more niche meme, and in the interest of avoiding too many S tiers, I will be giving it an A. And with that, our tier list is finished. There is one more thing I want to do though. I want to declare one of these memes the king of the list, and I will be putting it at the front of the S tier. I think everyone can agree with me here, or at least most people can agree with me here, that of all these memes, Rickrolling comes out on top. Rickrolling, metric-wise, and in my personal opinion, is not just the best meme here, but the king of all memes in general. I mean, come on. The numbers, the search numbers that this meme has gotten over the years. The fact that it is still being used today should tell you all you need to know. So, it gets the first slot S tier. If it would work, come on. There we go. Well, that covers the tier list. Do you all agree with my choices? Let me know in the comments. I think we can all at least agree on the fact that data shows Rickrolling is an immensely pervasive meme that still shows up in searches and videos to this day. And because of that, I believe it deserves the #1 spot. It definitely is close between Rickrolling and Chuck Norris, to be honest with you, in my opinion. But even if I theoretically couldn't stand the song Never Gonna Give You Up, which is false, I love it, I think Rickrolling deserves the #1 slot because of the fact that it is still being used today. I'm digressing though, I'm not going to keep going on about this. Be sure to roll your mouse onto that like button and roundhouse kick the sub button Chuck Norris style if you're enjoying my content. There is a lot more to see on my channel and a lot more planned. Thanks again for 10 subs everyone. I hope to keep climbing the YouTube mountain and will be honored if you continue to join me. Just don't forget to bring your climbing gear. Stay tuned and stay cool.